Hey guys, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do the messages of the heart for earth, fire, water, and air signs. We will be pulling a collective message, and I will be keeping track of the timestamps, posting in the comments. I will not be getting into any of the generals. Hey, Lachey, today I need a little break, so after this, I will be, I don't know, reading a book, watching a movie, something. But these messages are for anyone who is trying to call in that perfect soulmate or to really establish a deeper and more meaningful connection. Like, what do we need to be aware of? What do we need to release? What do we need to embrace? Any messages that Spirit has for us in order to have healthier, more meaningful dynamics within our relationship. These are the messages of the heart, and that is why we do this. So we will be doing the collective first, and then I'll let Spirit kind of, choose who they want to go first. So, hey, Ellie, hey, Hope, hey, Michelle, Tribe's in the house. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. So glad to have you here. If you were my vibe tribe, you know I love you something serious. If you resonate with me, my energy, or these messages, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you. And if anyone does need a personal reading, all my information is down below in the description box. So yes, Michelle, self-love, self-care, typical Taurus. Oh gosh, I had to go on a 4-mile walk this morning, y'all. This energy is all over the place. And last night was very interesting. We, doing all these things, all this stuff on the house, and men and they're doing their things. Like, my stepdad was trying to mess with the toilet and he busted a pipe, and oh god, it was a mess. So we've been without water for 24 hours and just got it back on. So I was really happy to know that when I came back from my walk. Hey Tim, yes, you are on time. Yes. All right, so let's get started. Enough jabbering, Jess. We are going to 232. We are going to move on to the collective energy. Normally I only use the angels of abundance, the archangel power, and the lovers. But since Michelle was so sweet and gave me her romance angels, we are going to throw that in there too. Which, speaking of which, they want me to use those first. All right. So Hope says, I'm in St. Pete Beach, Florida, for a Reiki class. Ooh, nice. I bet that's fun. I was actually thinking, because one of my friends, she does little Reiki pop-ups. Even though she has a physical place to do it, I think I might actually start offering that on the weekends if anyone is interested. Hey, Jeanette. So y'all tell me, y'all are my tribe. So tell me if this is something y'all would be interested in. Would y'all be interested in, because I know my Reiki, my sessions are, oh, thank you, Jeanette. That is so sweet of you. My Reiki sessions are usually tend to last anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, and I'll usually throw in crystal healing and stuff like that. And I use a lot of other things. It's not always just Reiki. But with that being said, I know that the sessions are longer and a little more expensive, but I was thinking about having little pop-ups too, where it's 25 minutes or 20 minutes for, $25 or $30 or something like that. Would y'all be interested in doing that? Just to get little clearing during the week and, rebalancing things. I don't know if y'all would be interested in that. If you are, I might just start doing that and offering that on Saturdays. So y'all let me know what you think, but otherwise we're going to get going. All right. So, okay. You know what? All right. Since I was jabbering. Okay, Jeanette says yes. All right, so now that I am done jabbering, let's see. Dear Spirit, can you please tell us what needs to be released in order to call in our perfect soulmate? Well, Charlie caught one. Charlie caught one. Yeah, okay, so calling in your soulmate, pay attention to the red flags, okay, is on the bottom. So I would definitely say if any of you have, okay, good. All right. Well, yeah, I'll definitely let y'all know once I get that set up. I won't be able to start it this weekend, but I'll probably start that next weekend. So this is definitely a message for anyone who has dealt with unrequited love, or, you know, really looked past red flags in their relationships, okay? Now I feel that most of you are on this new path because, of course, all of us are stopped. We're all doing our work and moving past these conditioning beliefs and, you know, really starting to love on ourselves and learn deeper aspects of what love means to us, right? So now we're getting into that mode of, you know, getting past these old fears of relationship and what love means, and moving past abandonment issues. And now we're really starting to trust our intuition more, so that we're seeing the red flags and not settling for one-sided love. Okay. Now we're moving into that energy of like actually calling in the person that is meant to be in our lives. And that's what I feel like this message is about. Okay. So it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, you know, that's a lot, Spirit. Okay. So don't waste any time on anyone who is not willing to make the effort in your life to show you. And again, this is what I was just talking about in my last video, about, you know, not putting in the effort and not caring like how you, when you voice your opinion or tell someone what you need in a relationship and they're just completely ignoring it. Don't waste your time on energies like that. Pay attention to the red flags, and don't make an effort with people who just do not want to work with you. Okay, there has to be an equal give and take in your relationships. That's how they keep moving forward. That's how you grow together, right? You have to know that when shit hits the fan, y'all can move through it together, that you're not going to you know, like, you're not going to like pull apart from each other when things get rough. You want to know that you can count on each other and that you're able to make it through the tough stuff, right? That you can clean it up together. That's ultimately what the message is, okay? That whoever you are calling in, that you can clean up that mess together, that you can work through the hard stuff, you know. And maybe some of you who are still in the process of calling in your soulmate, if you are not in a relationship, then there are certain aspects where we still need to clean up these things. Like if there's still abandonment and trust issues and stuff like that, which is why we do the healing work. If you are not doing the healing work, then you are going to keep repeating the same patterns, guys. The tarot sessions will give you a good insight of what's going on. And I should have said this in my other video too, but if you are not doing the inner work, then you are still allowing these energetic blockages to create the same patterns over and over and over again. So this is a really good time to clean up those belief systems, the patterns that are still causing chaos within your relationships, and allow yourself to be free of those things so that you can call in the person that is going to benefit your life the most, okay? So let's see what the deal is from the Archangel Power. What storyline can you give me for my lovely tribe members about calling in their soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, whoever is best suited for my amazing tribe members? What can we see? What do we need to know? Okay, so we have the Justice card coming out. Some of you, I feel like there's a couple different messages coming out with this. Yeah, there are certain things that you have to let go of, guys. Like whether some of you are still in or tied to karmic relationships, maybe some of you are still technically married. Maybe your partner is still technically married or in a karmic relationship. But you also have to understand that, you know, again, calling in the soulmate with the Three of Wands being here, this is allowing things to take a natural course when it comes to balancing out the scales of justice. Like especially for those of you who, especially if you're dealing with a twin, I feel like this message is specifically for twins. But if you put in a lot of effort into your twin and, you know, you just didn't get any of that reciprocation, it's like, now is that now it's like the scales are balancing out. So maybe you pulled away in order to let them figure out their shit, or you know, they pulled away from you and you're figuring out your shit. But it's like allowing these scales to tip in a different direction. But it's also allowing them to balance out their karma and learn their lessons as well as you. And again, these are general messages, so please put the energy or placement wherever it needs to be. But with the Ten of Swords, this says that if there are any karmic situations that are being dealt with, then this is saying that all this mental energy is finally coming to a close. Like I feel like someone was kind of on the fence of how they really wanted to interact with, yeah, my ears are ringing, so I know I'm on something with this, but I feel like someone was kind of on the fence and trying to balance out, like, how do I actually feel about this situation? And they were kind of driving themselves crazy trying to, you know, process all of this on a more analytical level. And now it's coming to this place where, you know, maybe you're the one that's just like, all right, I surrender. I bow out of this situation because this obviously is not, you know, going in my favor with the way that I'm approaching it. So I have to take a step back, let them figure out their stuff, and, you know, maybe they're feeling the same way. But now it's coming to that point in the dynamic where someone is about to gain a lot of clarity and coming to their own personal truth about the situation, so that they can manifest the relationship that they actually truly want and can benefit from. Okay, so let's see what messages the heart has to say. Playfulness. So laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And I feel like this is, good, Michelle. You know, this is about having fun with your life. You know, they're telling you, I distance myself so that you can learn to enjoy your life without feeling like you have to focus on me. Because, and I feel like I'm picking up on the divine masculine energy right now. I just watched Mary Jane's from Twin Intuitive 717, great channel. If you haven't checked her out, please do, especially if you're on the twin journey. But the divine masculine has been going through this thing where they are pulling away from their divine feminine in order to, you know, protect her energy. And this is what they do. They might not be telling you that, but it's about allowing you to come into full realization of your gifts and how to enjoy your life more. Whether you're dating or, you know, whatever the case may be, the divine masculine wants you to enjoy your life right now. They don't want you to be bogged down with their energy, because they are going through a lot. They are going through the shedding of the ego. They're going through the dark night of the soul. They are coming to their own truth and their own point of view of what this relationship means to them. And even if you are physically separated or in no communication, they're saying, there is nothing missing. I am still with you. I think about you, but I don't want you to be bogged down by my energy. I need you to protect yourself at this time so that you can step into your truth. I will meet you there, right? And I'm hearing that very clearly. I will meet you there. They are on their way, divine feminine, okay? So they're saying, and he's also saying, don't criticize me. Don't criticize me. I'm not criticizing you. I see your beauty. I see your worth. This has nothing to do with you. I'm trying to protect you. Okay. I'm telling you it's okay to let go for right now, because I am working on myself, and I will meet you here. I am manifesting this relationship just as much as you are. And I just need you to be patient. I'm coming. You know, but I want you to live your life, and don't criticize, because that's only going to lead to further unhappiness. I don't mean to hurt you. But if you feel pain because your divine masculine is, you know, if you're being triggered in a sense where, if your divine masculine is not talking to you, or, you know, and like say they distance themselves from you and you start thinking something's wrong with you, then you have codependent issues that need to be healed. Okay. And this is what they're saying. Like, if those things are being brought up for you and you're being triggered in that way where you start questioning your own worth, then those are things that need to be brought up. Those things need to be addressed. And they want to come to you as a healed divine masculine, and they want you to be in the strong empress divine feminine energy that you are worth being, right? They want you to understand your place in this dynamic just as much as they need to understand theirs, okay? And once you accept and you just allow peace and beauty and understanding what this dynamic really means, the relationship is automatically going to transform. It's just timing, right? So enjoy your life. Do what you need to do. Pay attention to the red flags. If the red flags are there and you're being triggered, then obviously it is not time, okay? And listen, we're triggering them just as much, right? But it's about breaking free of this mental prison, thinking either we aren't good enough, we don't have enough that we're bringing to the table, they don't love us the way we love them, all that crap that we tell ourselves. It's not true. It's not true. And you know it. You know it because you feel it. If you're on a twin journey, you know for damn sure that they feel you just as much as you feel them. There's no way that these experiences are happening and you're not, you know, both feeling the shift, right? So get that out of your head. You're not crazy. You're not the only one experiencing this. They feel it, that pressure, just as much as you do. Okay. Hey, Cynthia. But there are things that obviously still need to be cleaned up, and they just want you to have fun, laugh, enjoy your life, and be playful, and get back to that inner child where everything's wonder and everything's fun and exciting. And, you know, it's like one of those things where they want you to take on that energy so you're not focused on criticizing how he's not showing up in your life right now, because you're still giving that energy, you're still giving that priority. And reality, there's better things to give priority in your life, correct? So just think about that. I'm just saying. Okay, so who are we going to start with first? All right, so they want to start with Earth sign. Okay, Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so let's see what message they have for the Earth signs. What message do you have for the Earth signs? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. That one. Worth waiting for. What I tell you. Worth waiting for. Okay. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So obviously, you know, whether you were talking about your twin, okay, or a soulmate, or even if you have not met this person yet, okay, the more you work on yourself and the more that you are okay with your life, and I feel like this is specifically for Cynthia too. So Cynthia, listen up. But especially because you just came in the room and they're like bringing my attention to you. So if you do not have someone specific in your life that you are not like, you know, hoping will come back around, okay, they're telling you that the more you work on yourself. Okay, so let me just break this down a little bit more, guys. Okay. For those of you who are single and have not met your twin yet, okay, and you're wondering when that love's going to come in, they're telling you the person that is coming is totally worth the wait. If any of you are like, how much longer can this possibly take? I have been doing so much work, right? These are the people that they're really talking to. They are saying it's going to be okay. They're coming. They're coming. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Listen, and it's one of those things they're telling you it's coming, girl. It's coming. But for those of you, and this really goes for anyone, listen, guys, the more that we work on ourselves and the less that we give, like, love, like relationship love, priority in our life, when we give relationship love priority and we don't think about everything else that has a place in our life, then we're trying to fill a void, and that's just what it is. Okay, so they're saying that when you are patient and you allow things to unfold naturally, you continue to do your work, you continue to love on yourself and realize your worth and everything that you have been working towards, everything is worth waiting for. The dynamic that is coming for you is going to be absolutely beautiful. Okay, so awesome. Good for you. So I haven't been golfing in a long time. I used to do a little bit at the driving range, but I haven't. It's just not for me. But the divine timing is at work in your love life, and they're telling you, just give it time, guys. Give it time. So a lot of you might be either kind of wondering when this is all going to come together, but they're telling you you need to work on your receiving. So especially earth signs, I mean, I get it. It's one of those things where earth signs are usually and most typically better at giving than they are receiving, okay? What they want you to work on is knowing that it is safe to receive and deserving this, okay? You deserve love, okay? You deserve love. You deserve to receive the highest form of love. And this is what I was saying earlier too. Like, you do not need to be in relationships where you're guessing where you stand in their life, right? And you need to be able to know where you stand in your own life and enjoy that part. Like, so this one says, the more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So think about this, because I say this all the time, right? Love is love. So if you are not seeing the relationship love in your life, then think about, okay, like, how much love do we share in these chats, right? How much love do we share with our tribe members? If we can openly give and receive with other people in our life, then we will start to understand that not only do we deserve this kind of love, we can openly communicate and share that love with other people. So it's not that we have a hard time doing this. It's just when it comes to giving our heart to someone where we feel that they can break it, correct? That's what it is. It's because you don't trust yourself that, like, again, paying attention to the red flags. You know when you see them red flags, you just choose to ignore them, correct? So it's like coming to that place where you know that you deserve to have someone share that kind of love with you, that you don't have to guess what your place is in their life, that you can honestly and openly express how you feel with this person and vice versa. So try doing that with other people in your life and get to that point where it is completely natural and open and just fluid for you. And then when that person comes in for you, it's just going to be a natural part. You know, now whether they want to accept that, listen, and we're perfect mirrors, all of us. Every relationship we come in to contact with is a perfect mirror for us. So we have to understand that when we are living that kind of lifestyle and that kind of energetic frequency in our daily existence, the more we will attract that. So the more we raise our vibration, the more we share love and are open with our feelings and our emotions and, you know, all that kind of stuff, then we will attract that as well, right? Yes, it really is. It really is, Michelle. So let's see. Yeah, they want you to understand that it is about attracting and not chasing. Okay, it is about attracting and not chasing, and understanding that, like Michelle said, it is about all the abundance that you have in every other aspect of your life, not just how you are lacking in a relationship sense. Okay, so take some time out for yourself, really reflect on those things, see like how much love you have around you. If you feel like you are lacking in that department, then give more. Go tell your friends, let them know like how much you love them, how appreciative you are to have them in your life, and watch that energy start to flow back and forth. I have noticed that the more that I tell people how I feel and how grateful I am, the more that I started receiving. So when I was open to giving, the more I receive. When you do that, then you can receive it in many different forms, not just one way. Okay? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. Good, Jamie. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. All right, so let's see what the Archangel Power says for Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Okay, so Justice came out reversed. So there could be, some of you could be dealing with a Libra. Okay, so it seems like, again, okay, there are some people who are still either not leaving a karmic relationship, or not ending. Someone's wrapped up in something where, okay, so we have the Four of Staffs on the bottom too, with the World card and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so the way that I'm taking this is for any earth signs, and again, if this resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. Okay, you ain't gonna upset my feelings. Okay, for those of you who are not leaving karmic relationships, or your significant, your counterpart, whatever the case may be, soulmate, twin flame, whatevs. I'm over labels. Okay, your person of interest. Okay, there's someone who is still caught up in either a karmic relationship or karmic cycle. This could be, family, friends, significant other, it doesn't matter. but there are still lessons that need to be learned in order to balance out the scales, okay? Now, this is telling you that you do need to understand that this relationship or this dynamic is worth waiting for, okay? Things need to balance out. You need to work on your receiving love, giving love, your abundance mindset, seeing love in everyone and everything, and not chasing anything. So this is talking about energetically or mindfully moving away from something that is not ready to come to fruition, because the more that you focus on this, the more opportunities you are missing out on. And this will ultimately, again, worth waiting for. The reason this separation is happening is because there are things that still need to balance out. Therefore, it will happen. It will come to union. It will be a solid foundation where you can celebrate your coming together and the love you have for each other. Everything will come full circle. Things that once didn't make sense will start to make sense, and you will start working together and be able to move forward, and honestly understand, like, I feel that there's going to be some sort of crossroads where, like, y'all have some sort of conversation and make a decision to leave this heartbreak and this pain behind of why they weren't able to show up for you or whatever the case may be, and just patiently wait for them to be ready. That's what I'm seeing, okay? So, hey, Danny, what's up? What up? What up? All right, so let's see what their heart space has for my lovely tribe members under the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have? Playfulness. Again, look inside yourself. Whoa. Okay, so their heart space has a lot to say. A lot to say. Okay, so listen, they want you to enjoy your life, okay? They want you to enjoy your life, have fun, laugh more, like, be free. And that's one of the messages too. But it says, look inside yourself. Oh, okay. So one of the things that the earth signs need to address and examine what is causing you to feel this way is why you're so scared to speak up for yourself or express how you're really feeling. Like, and this is where regression work really comes into play, or you can even set the intention during meditation. Like, where did it start when I started becoming fearful of expressing my own emotions? Okay. They want you to find freedom with your voice so that you can openly express yourself and learn to enjoy expressing your emotions more. Okay. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And they're talking about your throat. Okay. They are talking about the way that you speak up for yourself, the way you talk about yourself, the way that you view and speak about your relationships and about love in general. Like, all these things need to be brought up, and they want you to find freedom with your voice. That is what they are saying. This is why this separation is happening, okay? So when it comes, oh gosh, y'all really need to speak up for yourself. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So this is really helping you understand why, like, what is the dynamic that you are looking for. There is no right or wrong, especially when it comes to a twin. There is nothing that you can do that is going to make them love you any less. Okay. There is nothing that you can do that is going to make them never want to come back or see you in a different light. They already see you the way that you see them. Same thing. They are just not speaking up about it, correct? You want to know how they feel, but are you telling them exactly how you feel either? You know, these are the things that they want you to find freedom with your voice. Speak up. There is no right or wrong. And again, it's not that, if you haven't talked to your twin in forever, it's not saying like you need to call them up right now and be like, yo, da 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 da. No. This is about you slowly stepping into your truth. Speak up to the people in your life. Tell the people in your life, set boundaries, how you feel, what you expect out of your relationships. What do you need to feel loved, right? These things need to be talked about. And there is nothing that you can do that is going to make them see you any differently. Okay? They already love you, Earth sign. They don't see you as the faulted creature that you see yourself as. Okay? So I don't know who that was for, but that was for somebody. Okay? But they want you to find passion. They want you to feel that passion. Okay, even if it's not from them, and I hear this very clearly, even if it's not from them, they want you to find that passion in their life, in your life, okay, in your lives, because you are connected. When you start to feel that passion in your life, they will start to feel it in theirs, okay? A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. They want you to start feeling yourself. They want you to see that fire that ignited their love for you in the first place. Okay? That's what they're talking about. Their heart feels something serious for you. So, all right. Well, that was a very interesting message. All right. So, let's see, what do we have now? All right. I am all over the place, guys. Bear with me. All right. All right. They want to do fire. Fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Yes. Love you, Ellie. Okay. All right, Jamie. Give that girl some water. Get to the water. Give me some water. All right. Whoa. Okay. So someone's got a lot to say. All right. Wow. Okay. So there's obviously a couple different groups here. So first off, it is safe for you to love fire signs. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I feel like this is about the divine feminine really taking her power back, choosing her love for self and moving, because like the way that these little angels, okay, so there could be okay, so there could be relationships in your life that you are being moved away from, like you feel like you're literally being pushed away from someone in your life right now. And again, it doesn't mean that this is your significant other or whatever. This could be any relationship in your life, but there are certain people that you are being pushed away from or guided away from so that you can choose self-love first. Okay. We are on fire signs, Lachey, but what they're telling you is that this is about choosing self-love and self-respect. Okay, this is about knowing your worth, and that there are some relationships in your life that are not serving your highest good and affecting the way that you're interacting with your relationships in general. Okay, so for one group, we have separation, getting to know each other, and codependency. So I almost feel that there is a group of you that are going through some sort of separation. So whatever you're being moved away from, okay, and I know this doesn't have a lot to do with like romantic relationships right now, but I feel like it's kind of like the underlying issue. Okay. This is an underlying issue of why some of your relationships are not working out in your favor right now. So if you are in separation, whoever you're being asked to move away from is kind of hindering this process from moving forward. Okay. I do feel that through this separation, you will actually get to, and I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it will later. Whoever, whether it be the person you were being asked to move away from or the person you are currently separated from, this is telling you that you are actually getting to know more about this person through the separation than you originally thought. And it's because you were learning more about codependent behavior. Okay. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So maybe you have been one of those people, again, self-love, self-care. This is about putting yourself first and your well-being, moving away from relationships where maybe you weren't focusing on yourself enough. And, it's been affecting your relationships to the point where you're like, well, where is my place in all of this? And you're expecting other people to tell you your place or your worth. And so this separation is kind of helping you get to understand more, not only about yourself, but the dynamics of your relationships and where there have been addictions and codependency, maybe overindulgence, I'm hearing too. But the separation is absolutely there, so you can gain a clearer picture of what needs to be healed, so that you're not giving yourself away in spite of someone else, right? Like putting someone above you to the point where you are being a doormat, or your priorities are not like having its voice or its place in the situation. And you need to speak up about these things, whether it be yourself or with that person. But you need to be honest about, like, really what is going on behind the scenes here. Because with the codependency, she's like so confused. She's like, what do you mean you don't want moi? Huh? And it's like, nah, bitch. I'm on my fucking high horse. I'm looking down at these relationships that are being left behind because I see my worth. I am the queen. Okay? I am the queen. So now it's about like really knowing your worth and being honest with yourself and the people in your life about where any sort of addiction kind of running the relationship. Okay. So on the other side, we have religious factors and express your love. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, and go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So they're telling you that even if you think, for this other side of it, if you feel like this person will not receive you or have you because of religious factors, and so you've been kind of like holding back how you really feel, they're telling you go ahead and express it. Okay. So again, this is due to conditioning. There's no reason for you to like hold back how you really feel and fear that they're not going to understand your way of life or your belief system. Okay. Yeah, I will. I'm taking a break after this. I promised him. So, but again, Jamie, these are general readings. If it needs to be flip-flop, then flip-flop it. The energies can go vice versa. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't, just because I say fire sign doesn't necessarily mean that this is talking to the fire signs. It can be the other person in that dynamic as well. Okay. So let's see what the Archangel of Power has to say. So yeah, just place the energy wherever it needs to be placed. I mean, but then sometimes we need to check ourselves too. You know, I see the Lovers. Yeah, as soon as I say that, the Lovers comes out. So yeah, with the Four of Swords and the Lovers card. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, but this could also mean soulmate, twin flame energy, where there definitely needs to be a break so that you can process how you really feel about this separation, because it's still painful for you. And this is why we need to take that space so we can get to our truth, to the clarity that we need to see and process that pain about how we really feel about why this is all happening in the first place. Okay. And yeah, and it's about really listening to your intuition and taking authority, right? Creating a solid foundation, going after what you want. And especially if, you know, there's it's talking about that past pain, guys. You need to listen. You need to take action on those past pains. Like if you have not taken enough reflection time to really work through your shit, like if you still think about your exes and there's still like animosity, if you think about your dynamic with your parents and you're still angry, if you still have trust issues and a lot of fear towards love and relationships, there needs to be work done. Okay. So understand there are big changes happening when it comes to your intuition and your divine masculine energy. We carry both parts. So even if you are on the divine feminine side, we have both aspects, and we need to find the balance between the two. But we have to be able to listen to our intuition, our inner knowing, and when to take action and when to take a step back. And they're telling you this is where the balance is. Listen to your intuition and know when to step forward, but also take that time to go to your past and heal the stuff there that needs to be released. Okay. So let's see, what messages does the heart space have for the fire signs, please? One more. Thank you. So we have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. You already, whether you have already met this person or not, you feel them coming. Okay. You know that this person has a space for you, and regardless of the situation, you need to accept it for what it is. Why the separation's there, why they haven't come along. Be honest with yourself, and just love on that energy, guys. If you feel it, send love. Send love, right? We need to allow ourselves to, instead of being fearful or, being in like a state of animosity or, like, well, fuck them then. No, it's like, I get it. I understand. Like, send compassion. Do what you have to do. Like, I told mine, my door will always be open for you. I am not angry. I have no resentment, and I do not blame you for doing the things that you had to do. I am not taking it personally. Okay. Listen, like I told my best friend, they never known a love like this, and I get it. Okay. But time, you need more time. Don't try too hard. Don't try to force anything that is not naturally happening for you, okay? Because there is a message. There is a message, and they are telling you that they are thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. You know they love you. You know they're thinking about you. It's probably when you're thinking about them, when you're going about your day and thoughts of them just drop in out of nowhere, that's them thinking about you. Okay? They think about how beautiful you are, how your light fills them up and gives them hope to keep moving forward and working through this dark night of the soul. Okay? They love you. They love you, but they don't want you to be dependent on their love to know your worth. They don't want you to hold back how you express yourself due to your conditioning or your religious factors or their religious factors, or feeling like just because you're in separation that they don't care about your well-being. You have no idea what they're feeling or what they're going through. And when y'all reconvene, you will get your answers. But at this time, you need to enjoy your life. Okay? So I'll thank you. I am so glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, guys, like this is about listening to your intuition, knowing when to take action and when to take a step back and process the pain that you're feeling. Okay, it's fine. It's good. It's good. All right. So let's see. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is going on? I love you guys so much. All right, we have playfulness on the board. Let's see, and passion. Ooh, all right. Playfulness and passion. Air signs feeling something, right? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations, okay? So it might be something outside of your comfort zone or, you know, your usual type, and that's probably a good thing because, listen, all the air signs I know in my life have, and again, like I can't judge, guys, because I'm a Taurus and I have hardly any air except for Aquarius and my, what is it? I think in my descendant, I have Aquarius in my descendant. But yeah, like all the people I used to choose were not good for me. Okay. So listen, if you have been in a lot of toxic, unhealthy partnerships and you're wondering why none of these people that you're attracted to are working out and these are your usual type of people, it's time to switch it up a little bit. There might be someone that you have a connection with that differs from your usual type, okay? But they're telling you, be playful, have some passion, go after what you feel passionate about. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Have fun, air signs, okay? Allow your heart to and soul to sing with joy. Oh, how sweet. So yes, they're saying let your inner child out to play. You do not have to keep them on lockdown, guys. You can express yourself however you feel you need to express yourself. You don't have to hold back, right? Your person, your person, and this is who we're talking about, is going to accept you regardless of what you think about yourself. Okay? They already love you. They already know your worth. You have to figure that out for yourself, okay? But they want you to have fun. They want you to almost be innocent, vulnerable, and don't be afraid to tell them how you feel, because with the passion card, it's like, listen, you both feeling it. She's leaning on him in the playfulness card, and he's dipping her over in the passion card, so you both feeling it. No matter what side of the spectrum you're on, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Cynthia, I'm telling you, you got someone coming. Don't say that, Cynthia. You need to change that attitude, girl, because listen, you know if you have someone boring come into your life, you will not be fulfilled. Okay, you can have passion in your life and they not be a sociopath, okay? But the reason you're attracting sociopaths is because you're still living in the old dynamics, right? So if you're still attracting those kind of people, then that's just telling you there's still stuff that needs to be healed. If we need to do another session, you let me know. I got you, girl, okay? You know I got you. You're my sister. I love you. And you deserve the best, like we all do. There's no reason for us to settle on boring. Boring won't work for me. I already know I had to let a soulmate go because even though I was comfortable, it was familiar, it was not what I'm looking for, okay? So do not settle just because they're not a sociopath. Just saying. Either way, you will be successfully provided for. Okay. We are on air signs. Okay. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, they're telling you that if you have an idea of how to approach your person, okay, like if you have someone in mind that you're trying to move towards or want to communicate with or whatever the case may be, expressing yourself, if you're having ideas kind of float into your mind about how you want to approach, these ideas are being provided to you. Say hi, Charlie. Oh, it's a good boy. Oh, this is so sweet. But we have says your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding partnerships and other investments are available to you. So maybe you were afraid to step up to someone due to money issues, whether you weren't stable enough or they weren't stable enough or whatever the case may be. They're telling you that this relationship is like divinely protected and supported. Okay. Hey, Maria, how are you? But they're telling you too that there's no reason why you shouldn't express yourself. Okay. So let's see. Is there any other message? Words of abundance and declutter. So there are certain, okay, especially with the way you speak about yourself, the way that you view yourself, the way that you view love, relationships, pay close attention, okay? Like, okay, for instance, Cynthia, I'm calling you out, girl, okay? So we're going to use Cynthia as an example, okay? So when we say, I would rather have a boring relationship because all I attract is sociopaths, what do you think you're going to attract? Either someone boring as hell that you are not satisfied with or another sociopath. Okay, so choose to challenge that. So if you catch yourself falling back into the if you find yourself falling back into those old patterns of speaking and believing in yourself and the dynamics of your relationships, just challenge it. Be like, okay, Lord, I know that I chose fear and I chose to fall back into my old patterns, but I am challenging that thought. I deserve love. I deserve healthy, beautiful, meaningful, romantic relationships where there's equal give and take. I love myself and they will love me just as much, if not more. I will have someone who can support and challenge me to be the best version of myself. You know, so it's like just challenging the way that you think and feel about love in general and the way that you're interacting with those dynamics, okay? Yes, Kara, it makes a huge difference. And listen, okay, mirror work is one of the easiest ways to do this. If you find yourself doing these things a lot, because listen, I was guilty of it too. And I'm telling you, the first time I had to tell myself I loved me, boy, I bawled my fucking eyes out. So if you have these issues of talking down to yourself or, you know, talking down about love and relationships in general, do mirror work. Get in the bathroom or a handheld mirror. I ain't gonna judge you, whatever. Wherever you feel comfortable, get in the mirror, look at yourself, like really look at yourself and be like, I love you. You are worthy. You are deserving. You deserve all the love and the abundance in this universe. I love you to the depths of my soul. I love you, right? These are great ways for us to talk to our soul. And when we can look at ourselves in the eye and like legit, I love you. I love you with such fierceness. It took me months to be able to say it without like really feeling uneasy about it. You know what I'm saying? And now I can look at myself all damn day and be like, you're fucking amazing. I love you. And, I've been shamed about my body my entire life. And so I've always kind of questioned, like, am I pretty? Am I this? Am I that? And now it's to the point, like, listen, if you ain't into curves, stretch marks, and scars, then I am not the girl for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have flaws just like everyone else, but my flaws are fucking beautiful, and I wouldn't change a damn thing about it. So it's all about how you look at it, right? So work on your words of abundance. Understand that it is time to clean up your act, okay? And yes, yeah. Yeah, curves for days, y'all. Curves for days. All right, so let's see what's going on with our air signs. So clean up the way that you're speaking to yourself, okay? Understand that you and this connection that you are feeling passionate about, you're obviously stressed out about how to come forward about this situation. So even if it's not you, then it's the person you're thinking about. Okay. You're losing sleep. Okay. You're restless. You're not sure. It's definitely talking to more of a divine masculine energy here, but it's like losing sleep, sleepless nights, restlessness, confusion, especially at nighttime. So if you notice yourself, like your mind's wandering as you try to lay down, it's because you're distracting yourself all day long and trying to stay busy and not think about it. And then when you finally have a quiet moment, all these things that need to be addressed are coming up, right? So that's why it feels uncomfortable. But it's also saying that there's something that you want to offer. And the Knight of Cups can be someone that kind of comes in and out with their emotions. So I kind of feel like either there's messages that are kind of being said and then taken back or whatever. Okay. Thank you. But it's kind of one of those things, like this situation really makes your heart feel different. Okay. And so that's probably why you're kind of questioning or being restless with how to show up in this situation or how to express yourself. But with the Emperor being here, this definitely represents the divine masculine energy, or just taking authority and standing your ground on how to show up and be like efficient with how you show up. And that's kind of, I feel like that's the issue. It's like not wanting to show up without being in a solid place. Okay. So yeah, and the reason why is because we have the Five of Cups. So this is talking about there's still past energies that are affecting the way that you're viewing this connection. And if you keep ignoring what needs to happen, then the Tower is going to come in and disrupt your energy. And it's probably already shaking you up. And it's because it's making you question the foundation on what your relationships are currently standing. Okay. The way that you view yourself, the way you view love, the way that you're interacting with love in general. Like, what is your actual relationship with love? And I'm being really drawn to parents. Like, what was the dynamic between your parents? If it wasn't a very loving and nurturing environment growing up, then that's probably why. You know what I'm saying? And so it's time to forgive your parents. But I do feel that this switch up, this change in energy is going to offer you a new opportunity to free yourself so that you can claim your personal power and get away from these toxic environments and the relationships that you're attracting into your life, so that you can move forward, listen to Spirit's guidance, and go after what you want with the swiftness. Okay. But you have to get to this point of feeling stable and efficient before you'll move forward. Okay. So let's see what the heart space. Oh, okay. So only time will tell. So this is talking about the divine feminine. I feel like if this is leaning more towards the divine masculine energy, the divine feminine is saying, I know time will tell what's going to happen. And she's just listening to her heart. And even if she does seem a little she does seem at peace because she's transforming her emotions as well. It might not be the most comfortable situation for the divine feminine, but her heart still glows for the divine masculine, okay? So acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. This goes for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, but it's definitely, you know, the divine feminine is definitely stepping forward with these and saying, like, I understand what my heart is telling me, and I know that only time will tell, and I accept what is happening right now so that I'm not trying to force anything that is out of my control. You do what you have to do. You find your strength. You find your place. You become stable, okay? And understand that my heart light is still there for you. It is still lit up for her divine masculine. And she trusts that when time is right, that things will line up the way they need to, okay? So that's what I have for the earth signs. And it's, or not earth signs, air signs. But yeah, it's about letting things unfold more naturally, okay, instead of trying to control it, okay? So last one, water signs. Okay, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Whoa. All right. We have release your ex in chemistry. Okay. So there is definitely someone that the water signs is having a lot of chemistry, a lot of romantic feelings for. There's a very strong magnetic attraction here. I almost feel like when y'all touch each other or like are near each other, it's like lit up with energy, right? There's like such a strong magnetic connection here. It's like the female in this, I would like to say the more feminine energy here is probably more like of an earthly goddess energy, where the masculine energy is probably more focused within their solar plexus and their throat. Like the way that they express and the way that they see things are more based off of their solar plexus energy. Okay. So understand that when, and you know what I'm actually kind of getting here is that the way that y'all affect each other is within these different elements. So for the feminine energy, when you were around them, your root chakra is pretty much like, it's super activated. Okay. So when it comes to the way that the masculine energy interacts in this relationship, it's like I almost kind of feel, especially because this color here on his shirt reminds me of the solar plexus, but it's not like, it's kind of in between the sacral and the solar plexus color. It's not really one or the other. And that kind of makes me feel that the solar plexus isn't quite activated to the right frequency, which can mean that they don't know how to fully creatively express themselves. And especially with all the blue here, it's kind of in between the throat and the third eye. So it's like they're kind of in between their elements. They're not really sure how to fully approach this situation because she's so grounded. She's like completely in her element. She's cloaked in red. She's very grounded in this moment. She's hooded too. So she could be a very mystical personality, especially since she's the one kind of dancing the energy in her hand and she's just watching this energy take place. Okay. But she definitely feels herself because look at the way her legs are. She's feeling herself. Right. And this is what I'm saying, that root chakra is like super activated when y'all are close by. So if that makes sense for you, you just described most men. Well, whatevs, okay? But they're telling you that it is time to release any apprehensions or any animosity about your ex partners or the things that you experienced in the past, okay? These two relationships don't have anything to do together, okay? Because I feel that even though he's kind of in between these energies, he feels this, like, he's holding that power in his hand. She's the manipulator, okay? And not in a bad way, but she's the one that is manipulating and dancing this energy around, but he holds that power in his hand, okay? So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, even though, and this is kind of where I'm getting, this could be on either part, but it might be more on the feminine side, where they're still, because she looks very curious, right? So it's like, do I trust this energy, even though I feel this dance of magnetic seductiveness between us, right? There's still a lot of pain involved. There's still a lot of pain due to her past. So let's see what, hey, Robert, how are you? This is bananas. Bananas. All right. So let's see. Words of abundance and successful funding. So wasn't it air sign that got this too? Pretty sure. One of those signs. Okay. So someone else got this. One of the other elements. I don't ever know what comes out of my mouth, guys. So this is telling you that when... Okay, so especially for those who need to release any past energies due to their relationships or the way that they view love, right? Changing the wording, like we were talking about, is going to be very beneficial in the way that you move forward, okay? And it's going to create more successful connections in your life. No matter, and again, we have to remember that, like, the way that we speak about our life, no matter if it's relationships, finances, whatever it is, the way that we speak and we view our life is what is going to manifest, right? So we have to understand that we are divinely protected and we are divinely supported. And when we are in alignment with that energy, the more we will see it manifest. Okay, so if you want chemistry, if you want romance, if you want adventure, and you want someone that makes your shit light up, go ahead and put it out there. Let the universe know what it is that you want. Okay, if it is meant to be yours, it will come. If you believe it, if you feel it, right? And not out of fear. You can't be like, oh, I want the love of my life. But when they come, they're like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I don't want it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work like that. Okay. So if you're going to manifest it, you better make sure you're ready for it. Okay. Because listen, I was having that conversation too. There's a lot of people who are sitting here saying, oh, I want love. I'm manifesting love in my life, but they are not ready by any means. They are not ready. So what happens when you manifest something before it is ready? It turns into a shitstorm. So you better be ready for it. Okay. So, all right. So water signs. Lord. Okay. So, the Hierophant comes out. So some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but this does, I mean, I feel like there is a definite commitment in changing the way that you view your life and the way that you're working with spirit. Okay. Hey, it's Belle. How are you? Okay. So we have a lot of changes in the dynamics of your relationships. Okay. So you might need to take a little break energetically in order to figure out what needs to change. Okay. because it's not like actually taking a break from this person, I don't think. I feel like this is more about releasing the traumas of your past, whether that be an ex or not. I feel like there's just a change in the dynamic where it's like recommitting to a higher state of interacting with each other, of loving on each other, and understanding what pain is, in like coming to a clearer picture of what pain is interfering with your relationship, with your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever that is, whoever makes your heart beat, right? There's a lot of changes that are going to happen in this dynamic. We have the Tower card here too after the Lovers. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of foundations that are going to start breaking down around this relationship for you so that you can rebuild a more solid foundation and kind of recommit to each other. But first, you also have to understand like how these things that you have been paying attention to that have been making you feel lack or worry or stressed or whatever the case may be are causing you to miss out on opportunities due to your disappointment in life. Okay. And you need to balance out those energies so that you can take authority and build the life that you so choose with the person that is meant for you. Okay. So let's see. Where are all my cards? Oh, right there. So let's see what the heart space has to say. Embrace. So through each other, you find the missing pieces. I feel like this has been kind of a dark period for the water signs in the love life department. Okay. It could be kind of like a melancholy type energy where the divine masculine just really needs some love and support right now. Like the divine feminine is just wrapping her arms like, honey, I know this has been a rough patch, but I love you. Okay, we will get through this together. I see the 1111 right across the board. So it's like, I got you. I will be strong for you. Okay. I know that a lot is changing right now, and I understand that things are being rebuilt, but I'm not going to let you down. Okay. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay. And again, this is both of you, just like when the divine feminine loves on her divine masculine, it allows him to understand like, okay, listen, you've given me enough space for me to reciprocate that energy. I love you too. I understand like this is a hard patch for us, even if we are physically together or not, like we are together in this, right? And I love you. There is nothing that is missing. And then the divine masculine comes in and says, do not make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. This is a message for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. This is about both of you honoring what needs to happen in this relationship in order for that dynamic to change into a more peaceful, understanding, and cooperative partnership. Okay. But you have to first be true to yourself, true to your emotions, true to your heart, and understand like you don't do things based off of guilt, fear, or obligation. You do it because you want to. Because you want to feel love, you want to feel safe, you want your partner to understand that you can count on each other, right? And this is what they're saying. It's like a recalibration of the dynamic of the relationship. Okay. So I hope that helps. I love you guys. Thank you for being patient with me. And I will be posting the timestamps in the comments. So if you like these videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Let me know how it resonates with you. If there's anyone you feel might need to see it, please send it their way. And if anyone would like to support the channel and keep these videos going, there is that donation link down below, guys. Any amount helps. y'all are helping my dreams come true by doing this. And thank you for supporting me and my family and moving forward with our dreams of moving to the mountains. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for allowing me to share these messages with you. So I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Keep your head up. Keep doing the good work. I love and support every single one of you, and you're amazing, and I could not ask for a better tribe. So much love, many blessings, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, Ellie. Love you, girl, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye, guys.